Good morning. We are here this morning and we wanted to talk to you a little bit about what our two awards that are coming up in January at our, as you've seen your invite, is going to be our annual holiday celebration party coming up in January. We'll have two awards that we'll be giving out. One for sure we give out, the other one is never a guarantee. The first one that we're really promoting on is our Spirit of Service. Our Spirit of Service Award is an award that we recognize every year from an employee, Linda O. She has a long name that you can see in attachments that no one can spell. But Linda was an employee that left us due to cancer, and she really represented service. Our members loved her, employees loved her. She was always going the extra mile. And so that is the award that we give out once a year to one lucky employee who has really exemplified that service standard. The other one we'll talk about as we go through here is about our Legacy Award. Our Legacy Award was also an award that we put together based upon one of our employees that left us unexpectedly, and that was Betty. And Betty left us after a long battle with leukemia. And the Legacy Award is one that employees do not they do not put employees in for this award. It really is at the executive team level. We're looking through the credit union and we are looking for who that award winner will be. But we'll talk a little bit more about that. So let's talk first of all about our Spirit of Service Award. I have here Mel and Wendy, who are past recipients. I was as well. You can see by the attachment all of our past winners. They were our last. They're still on our voting committee. Those folks that you see right here, plus Steph and Bruce, we cannot submit anyone, nor can we be submitted for the Spirit of Service Award. Margot last year was our Legacy Award winner. She was submitted by the executive team and won that one. And so, Mel, tell us over here a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your thought. What does it take to really be a Spirit of Service Award winner?
Well, it's a huge honor. The first part of it is it's an amazing honor and something that if you are nominated, you'll never forget. And then winning is it's just an amazing time. But I guess the biggest thing to talk about with that and what it takes is when you look around, is there someone who stands out all the time, who is going over and beyond, and not just for maybe coworkers, but also for our members? Are they doing things in their community that maybe no one knows a lot about, but they don't do it for the bragging rights? It's mainly just they do these things because they truly care and want to give back. It's something that I think is important to look at. It's not just being nice, but it's really that deeper meaning of the spirit of service. It's over and beyond and all the time. I know we had an employee, some of the nominees, one employee went car shopping with a member on their day off. It was a Saturday, and they went shopping with them. Or I know one of the examples I think was used in mine of an employee who had their father had passed. Well, the employee's father had passed, but her daughter was an adult, but somewhat fragile of an adult, and so she wanted to tell her daughter that the daughter's grandfather had passed, and she was really worried about how she would react. And so Stacy and I both at the time had helped the employee tell her daughter, and we drove the mom and the daughter in separate cars because I had to take the mom's car home because I could drive a stick shift. That's probably why.
And I could, so flip of the coin, Mel got the car with the stick.
But we were able to help support that, and I drove the car home, and we made sure they had dinner, pizza, and I know for mine, one of the things I like to do is the whole giving back to the Salvation Army by doing the filled socks with toiletries and for the homeless. And then I know other people in the credit union have made hats and scarves and stuff to donate. And it's just really just, I think, doing more. I know we've had so many nominees in the past, and they're always so great, and the things that people do is just amazing.
How about you, Wendy? What do you think it takes for someone to win the Spirit of Service?
Following up with what Mel said, it's just basically going above and beyond what your everyday normal daily tasks are, internally and externally. One of our past nominees, they went outside and changed a tire for one of our members. I mean, it's just doing those things that you don't even think about it, you just do it because you want to do it. It's like Mel said, just being nominated is a win. It's absolutely wonderful to be nominated. But just going above and beyond, those extra things that people do, they deserve to be recognized for those things. We have a lot of great people that do a lot of great things for our members, and this is their time to shine. So if you know someone out there that's going above and beyond, absolutely recognize them.
Beautiful. It's almost like the selfless acts that people are doing that you can recognize, and they're not, like I said, they're not doing it for anyone to say, hey, you're an amazing person, but they do it out of just the kindness of their heart.
Before I turn over a little bit with Marco and we talk about what our Legacy Award winner is and what that means and why Marco won that, I wanted to make sure you know how to submit yours. So all you need to do is send me, we were looking for a half a page to a full page write-up on why your employees should be considered for the Spirit of Service Award. Email that to me by the end of November. The dates are attached along on this internet post. Send those to me. The more examples you have of where they went above and beyond to offer that service, the better it makes your candidate at winning that service. What they get when they win it, there is a $1,200 check, but they also get, as you can see here, it is the STARS trophy, which really in itself is a very emotional moment. I joke about this every year, but you also get to see Steph Tubner cry because
Yep.
she becomes very emotional whenever we give
Yes.
out the word, and she does get to go to tears with that one. So whatever is your motivation for it, please send us your nomination, half a page to in a page. Don't wait, because people wait till the last moment and they miss the cutoff dates and their candidate is not recognized.
And you can nominate your coworkers, you can nominate your boss, you can nominate anybody that you want to nominate. Doesn't have to be at the same branch even. You can nominate someone at a different branch. It can be anybody within the credit union except obviously us.
Us and Steph and Bruce are
Yeah.
excluded. We're the only ones. Everyone else is a candidate. Even past winners can be resubmitted again. The Legacy Award winner, this one again, like I said, this was an award we put together to recognize Betty Thomas. And Margot last year was one of our candidates. She'd been recognized a few years in a row for the Spirit of Service. And when we sat down with this team right here, we really got to talking about Margot and realized that she goes beyond the Spirit of Service. Margot really is the legacy of Betty. Betty left an impression on my heart. That's why the hand that's on our wall meant a lot. And Margot's one of those folks that she is my confidant. She is there for everyone. I watch her. She gives selfishly. She gives so much to the credit union, to our community, and to our members. It's not just a service. She uses her service skills and all of that, but she really wholeheartedly believes in everything. And people associate that to Blue, and that's it's a rare find. And so will get very emotional, Margot, and I see her get watery. So the team took that up to the executive team and said, we want to have you consider her. And they looked at it, and every one of them said, hands down, we should have awarded this a long time ago. She is only our second award winner for the Legacy. Our first one was Steph Tubner. We founded it with her because many of you may not know, we did a fundraiser for Betty with her leukemia, and to raise funds, and we raised almost $40,000.
Crazy amount.
And Steph Tubner, how we raised it was shaved her head to get extra donations in from all of our vendors. And so Margot is our second recipient of that. No guarantee we'll give that out this year, but the Spirit of Service we will be giving. So Margot, tell us, I'm sure everybody wants to know, what did it feel like when you won the Legacy Award?
It's even almost impossible to describe, because standing up there being honored and humbled, greatly humbled by being recognized for Spirit of Service, and then to have that award, it was just like not even a surprise, but a shockingly surprise. And I couldn't say anything that would epitomize what you feel, because it's just awesome.
And we invited your family to come and be a part of that day too, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
I think they were there crying along with all of us. So, and Steph was even crying even more at that point. It was fantastic.
She had 2 reasons that morning to cry for.
That's right.
Both,
And I don't usually cry, as Steph said last year when the award was given, but oh my gosh.
It was the first time I've seen Margot speechless. She couldn't even talk. So it is a really well impact. I'm excited for our new Blue family members for their first experience this year to see those awards and celebrate them with us. The other part to remember too is the Blunder Awards.
Yes.
Yes, those are a lot of fun too.
Yes.
So we want to hear all of your failed attempts at service delivery. But
I think you and I should be excluded from those, by the way.
We are.
Because we do those
we're
daily,
officially.
and there's so many out there.
And
So
I have my share of them as well.
Remember, blunders are the rare things that happen. When it's part of our daily lives, that's not rare. So how do you award that, right?
right?
So
Submit your nominations. They're good.
please don't waste any time. If you have more questions, need to know more about how to submit that, reach out to any one of us, Bruce or staff, and we would be more than happy to help you with it. Do it as a team submission. Team submissions are great because they count as double the votes. So let us know what we can do to help you, and we look forward to seeing your submission. Have a great day.